Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. Sunday, February the 6th. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you had a nice Saturday. I ended up splitting out with all my college basketball. Started out slow, early action, bounced back, and then you know what? All my little small school add-ons, Army, Lafayette, Binghamton, Weeb, 1-4 totally kills us from a 6-4 day to a 7-8 day. You know, Lafayette misses by a bucket, win or a push on Weeb, Binghamton a point, Howard 2 points. In the video here, 1 and 2, UConn, West Virginia, St. Louis, 139 and 133. NBA goes down with the Wizards, absolutely annihilated yesterday, 42 and 61. And hockey, 34-33, NFL, 85-78. College football, 98 and 81. Today, Magic, I don't expect much points here. I'm going to go under. It's that simple. I try to find, again, NBA folks in the chat, terrible record in the chat. Overall in the year for me, 17 and 13. Still a little bit of a profitable year, but I pick, for me to really bet NBA games, I really got to love it. And I put one on the chat daily because people love the NBA. I don't know why. Guys don't even care enough to play. College basketball. These are actually my premiums today. I was looking at a couple other – I was going to throw some totals out, and my totals actually been pretty good. I think I'm 18-11 in totals, but I threw out my regular plays here just because I didn't want to – I don't know. There's a couple close ones. Again, more totals than sides that I liked, but I just want to give out, 3 totals in the chat. So Missouri State, I'm going it's +2. I actually got them at a pick last night. St. Peter's -4. And Stanford, I got my 4.5. I know they're 5 right now. Or I see a couple 5.5 lighting up the screen here. So those are the college basketball games that I bet on today. Those are the 3 I bet. That's all I bet today. No NBA, nothing else, no hockey, no soccer, any other stuff. But, yeah, there's that. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. I'm going to just flip over to the YouTube, and it's streaming there. Wonderful. Facebook crew. I know we usually get a couple people. Usually, I see, Friday night comes in, Brio on the Facebook side of things. So if you watch on Facebook, wonderful. I appreciate it. And I'm just real fast tweeting out the Maryland, Ohio State. There's a free pick link on Twitter and a little NBA Rockets and the Pelicans. And, of course, we put out the show's picks over there. So there is that. David, first comment today, Minnesota versus Iowa plus the 12.5. So it was 11.5 last night. Okay, I this one here, maybe I thought about the over. I got this, probably closer to, 150, and it was 148. Now it's up a little bit. I want to take the 12.5 again. It's right on my number. I have it at 11. Maybe a little point value there, Dave. And that's something I bet on. And I say this again, I repeat myself a lot. We can find the side and total that maybe we have a slight little, lean on, right? We could say why we like the underdog, or the number says it, we bet it, and we can do that for every side and total if we want to. But I can't do that. I mean, I bet a lot of games as it is. But yeah, I would lean mini there with you. So yes. First select, Richie P. Thanks very much. Today I got Providence at Georgetown. See, that game there, the line keeps coming down. It keeps coming down. It was 7. Now it's 6. Monmouth, Quinnipiac. So this is 4. This is 4 now, right? It was 4 last night, so it's come down to 3.5. And I got Monmouth at like 5 here, so I lean there. Also have a teaser, Iona. You get tease Iona down, right? They're laying, a touchdown today. Siena, tease that up. St. Peter's. I got it. Well, yeah, I don't mind. Iona's, listen, they're the class of the MAC. So yes, Siena plus 11.5. Double digits. I'll take double digits here. And Peters, I bet St. Peters today. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you there. Tyler, good morning. How are you today? A little coffee for you? I got my little Crystal Light lemonade water. Good morning. Siena and Fairfield. Yeah, I mean, it was 7 last night. I'm seeing a 6.5. The thing that interests me here is the totals come down. It was 130 down to 127.5. So, the under, again, this was one of the unders I sort of liked a little bit. So sidewise there, maybe on the under. Wyoming against Fresno. I got Wyoming circled here, Tonya. I liked it. And it's 3. I'm like, man, I had actually written this in last night. Like I was putting it out as a play. I'm like, why are they trying to sucker me in here? Now it's 3.5. Because I saw a random 3.5 last night, and I'm like, is this guy just opening up a little 3.5 early? And now everything else is 3.5. I do like the Cowboys. You know we like Wyoming. We've had them a couple times, right? It's no surprise there. My big concern here is that like the last time these guys played each other, I think it was like a big blowout. Right? Yeah, Fresno by 20. Well, again, that was last year. What game was I looking at of recent till here coming down the road? Maybe I felt when I looked at their home and away schedules, and I look at Colorado State, Boise, 2 big wins for Wyoming. Now they're going on the road catching. It's a short number. So 3.5. Do I like 3.5 better than 3? Obviously. Fresno themselves off of a big, they beat Nevada again. How bad is Nevada falling out there getting 11.5? I want to take the Cowboys. I do. I like Wyoming. I didn't pull the trigger. I don't know. Something scared me off of it. And good morning, Lane. I don't like the 3.5. I mean, I had Monmouth at like a 5-point fave here, but why is the line coming down? It was 4 last night. I know it's only a little tick, but I mean, Monmouth for me on my numbers, Monmouth is the play. Monmouth is the play. I'm just worried about it coming down. And that's the, because why? I don't know. Again, I got it to 5. It's 3.5 now from 4. Who's betting Quinnipiac? Pine Bluff Lum in house, Chris. Good morning. Houston versus Cincy, 6. Yeah, so Houston, how we feel about the Cougars. I think they just eventually pull away this game. I don't think Cincy's got enough shooters. I'm going to say Houston. And I'm no fan of laying 6 on the road. But I got this game at 7.5, 8 range. So Houston would be the play for me. Providence. Did I just do this one? I don't like the Providence line because it's down to 6 in some spots now. Monmouth, again, we just talked about Monmouth there. I have them at 5. And I got the Peters. Brian, how are you? Good morning. I may not comment, but I watch it daily. But I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I know some people don't like to comment or hit the buttons or whatever. I don't mind. I do, I appreciate everybody who comes in. So if you don't want to even ask about a game, just say hello. I'm thankful. Let you come in and say hi. Marist. Oh, you had the wrong team for St. Peter's. Yes, that's right. I still like Peters. Bucks on went from 5.5 to 3. Would you take it? Clippers at 3. I almost threw the Milwaukee out here as the free pick today. And now I'm looking at their last game. I mean, they're in off a huge blowout, right? 137 to 108. Back-to-back spot. Everybody remembers that game. And then you have Clippers rested off a Lakers loss. I mean, I got to think take the Clippers. I got to think I'd lean Clippers here. Thoughts on Atlanta small. Again, I almost bet Dallas today. Yes, I said bet. I almost bet the Mavericks today. And then I look up and I see everybody pounding in on the Mavs. And again, here we come. Toronto beat these guys, right? They're in off a 11-point road loss the other day. And now here comes Dallas off of a big win. So much like the Portland game, right? You drop 137 points the day before, people are going to be all on Milwaukee. And then Dallas, you got what? You got a big win over Philly, and then you got Atlanta coming in off a road loss. I like the dog. I like Atlanta. Part of me is like, all right, I'm going to take these saves here, but then you look at them and you're like, why? I can't take a team off of big games like that, or upsets or back-to-backs. And no, give me Atlanta. Give me the Clippers. Nevada plus 13, San Diego. Yeah, this Nevada team, Scott, they've really, and I just said it a second ago about them when they were losing to Fresno. What happened in this squad? I like the coach. Normally they get a lot of good transfers, and look at this. Look at these 1, 2, 3, 4 straight losses, 5 or 6. 7 and 9, 56 points, 58 points, 49 points, 66 points. And now you're playing San Diego State, who are them off of a loss. We had them, right? We said the other day, let's take the under in that Colorado State game, 58-57. 47 points in New Mexico. Utah State got them there, 75. 55 UNLV. Look at this game. Boise, 42-37. 49 a lot to Colorado State, 55 to UNLV, 57 to San Diego, 53 to St. Mary. How's Nevada? I don't want anything to do with Nevada. I can see Nevada scoring 40-something points in this game. 130, go under. I'd lay 13 and go under. This game could be 65 to 47. Stimmy's in the house. Look at this fella, Mr. Stimmy. I think Stimmy was my first viewer for the conference tournament show back on last year. What was that? It was like February 28th, 29th, right? Was it a leap year last year? It was right towards the end of February. I'm not sure. Conference tournaments, Stimmy, March 4th actually start up. Georgetown, yes. Maryland plus the 9.5 versus Ohio State. I'm not going to tell you not to take two conference dogs. Green Bay or Fort Wayne. It's what, 9.5? I would lean Fort Wayne. Green Bay is a bad team. Not a fan of the Phoenix there, Tonya. Akeem Jordan, how are you? Good afternoon to you. Good morning, Robert. Like the under San Diego State. You have to with 130. Nevada, I just ran off their scores. They're scoring 57 points a game. And now you're playing a San Diego team, which, again, I ran a couple of them. They allow less than 50 in a couple games. Nevada's a lost season this year. Mavericks in the NBA, again, we got them in a spot off of a big win over Philly. Atlanta coming in off a loss. My initial leans, yes, Dallas and the Bucks, but no, I probably should have put both dogs here in the chat, and instead I went with under and Magic. I don't know why, but don't like the Mavericks in this spot. Good morning, Fernando. NBA plays Pacers, Clippers, Hawks. Who the Clip joints got today? I know, not the Clippers, Pacers. We know the Clippers got Milwaukee. The Pacers are playing Cleveland, little doggy there. Why not? Let's go. I think that's a 3-0 day, Stimmy. Gun skill. Good to see you, my guy. Providence and Manhattan. Don't like the Providence line. It's come down. I know Georgetown's bad. I think Patrick Ewing will probably be out of here after the season. But I'm going to lean to the little dog there. Give me the I'd rather the 7, and I see some 6s out there too at Providence. And Manhattan. Where's Manhattan there? Against Canisius. So it was 2. I kind of like the under, believe it or not. There was 141 last night. Now it's 138. Yeah, I don't know why I second guess myself and not, maybe it's Sundays because it's a small ticket. I don't want to put out like 15 games. I'm like, maybe I'm wrong here, but my totals have actually hit. So I think 17 or 18 and 11. So not too bad there, but I lean under before I bet a side there, Manhattan. DGen's special, AFC and the under. Here we go. We're talking all-star game stuff.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, don't do it. Maryland, Ohio State, like the Terps. Yes. I will always side on getting near double digits in a conference game. Jake, I'm hanging in there. One day at a time. That is what we do. Just grinding away in life. Grinding away. Celtics today versus the Magic. Again, I want to lay like 10 points on the road here. Actually, I'm going to say Muhammad because I don't know how to pronounce your first name, Mushit, so I don't want to offend you by pronouncing it wrong. I'm just not a lover of laying those kind of numbers on the road. I don't know if you watched before, first time popping in, but yeah, definitely not loving laying these kind of numbers. It's way too many points for them. What do we got here? They just beat Detroit, Memphis. I mean, I got the under today, and believe it or not, Orlando's been on a massive overrun their last 5 games. So they're actually scoring points, which is another reason why I don't want to lay 9.5. Over in the Pro Bowl game. Stop with the Pro Bowl stuff. No Pro Bowl allowed.
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on, Chris Tatum. You know better. You know better. Antoine, had me worried. I thought you were coming in for a minute. What are you talking about today? Coming in? What time did I start today? Minute after 12? I always try to start exactly 12, minute of like right around. You know, I try to give a heads up if I'm not going to be around. Mini Iowa. This is a big number. I'm right at the 11 mark on this. So if it's 12.5, if it's 13, maybe I got a little value on the dog. But I think I got value on the 3 games I bet, so I'm not going to just force a side for him. You know that. I mean, we could come up with a side and a total for every game we kind of like. I'm like a Georgetown that I'm seeing everybody on Providence. Yeah, a lot of people like Providence, and I get it. Georgetown's not a good team. I understand. You know, we're not, reinventing the wheel here with betting against Georgetown. No. Again, 7 down to 6. I'm gonna lean with the dog. Good morning, Mr. Franklin. Bucks Clippers under the 228. I'll go under 228 with you, especially after you see almost a 140 spot from Portland, right? And what did they put up, 137? Milwaukee on Portland did. Sheesh. So I'm speaking a different language here. 137 or 108. You drop a 137 bomb, people are going to come in and bet you the next day. And you know what? They didn't, because I guess the sharper money is on the Clippers because that's come down a full point. I mean, I'll say, listen, Dave, I'm joking. We did a lot of games you can throw the 1-800 gambler out on. And Pro Bowl stuff, if you do, NFL Pro Bowl, NBA, hockey. I mean, I know hockey switches their things up a little bit. It would always just be an overplay for me because you expect no defense and guys are going to show off and do a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. So it's always, I'll tell you, it's always an overplay. That's right. The Pro Bowls today, I don't even know. Not watching that. Not even like good Pro Bowls. Again, I'm the old man yells at cloud. Back in the day, All-Star games were fun. Now you have so much crossover, especially baseball with interleague and stuff. It's not the same. Houston, Cincy. I like the Cougars. I like Houston to win by 10. I think Nuggets beat the Knicks, but I don't think I bet it. The Nets, boy, they let us down the other day. I'm with you on the Nuggets, though. Line's gone up. Let's go. A lot of turmoil in Brooklyn there. They're going to maybe trade Harden. I mean, Kevin Garnett's going to be like, what the heck's going on here? Nobody can stay healthy. The Nets are a hot mess. Come back to New Jersey. Where's Drazen Petrovic, Chris Morris, Kenny Anderson, Derek Coleman? Had some good teams back then. Drazen Petrovic could shoot. I take Drazen. Where are all the Curry guys? We used to have guys here I used to crank up and say Drazen Petrovic was better than Steph Curry. Pelicans Rockets over the 228. I'm going to go under that. I'm going to go under, Dave, just because I've seen the number tick down a bit. It's come down about a point and a half some spots, and even the side has come down a half point. So I'm going to go under. Sienna Fairfield under. Yes, 120. It's 128. Yeah, it was 130 and a half last time, 131. Petro. Guy was good, Petrovic. I like on the NBA 2K. I pulled up Petro and the Nets. And even though it's 2000 teams, all right, you could say, all right, the East was weak. Kidd and Jefferson and Kenny Martin and Keith Van Horn. Dude, they went to back-to-back championships. Good for the Nets. Come back. Come back to Continental Airlines. The Barclays, that place is awful. Jojo Rabbit. I've never gone to the Barclays. And I'll never go to the Barclays. Bad day, 1-7. Back on the saddle around. Mike, you're gonna have a day like that? I've had days like that. You have a bad day? And this is what I said. Where's that guy yesterday who was in here? You got to be able to weather a storm. It's not all sunshine and lollipops. 4-0 one day, 0-4 the next. Ride it out. And this is the thing what newer people don't understand, I think, Mike. Like you got to hit about 50. It's like 52 and something percent. Like let's just say 53%, just to keep it even. 53%. I mean, people think you got to hit 80%. That's not attainable. Grind away. Iona. I'll lay with Iona here. I got it 7. It's right around 7. I still like the Gales. Oshis. So yes, I would say if you want to take Iona, is it my favorite game today? No, but I'll say okay to that. I'll say okay. You know what? I didn't even put the Kerry Kittles. Yes, Kerry Kittles, straight out of Villanova. The Nets, I don't know. Those are fun teams back then with the little Nets. I mean, it had to be, as a Jersey guy, you had to be happy that they were in the finals. Took G-Town +7. I like it. Petro was a beast, pure shooter. The guy could shoot. Georgetown. I knew what you meant. San Diego State to cover big. Yes, Fernando. Nevada is just a hot mess, a pile of steaming dung right now. Jake says Missouri State and Peters are the best for that. I bet them myself. I got Missouri out of pick 'em, so I mean, I'm hoping for the best there. You know, I always like to have a good number, but sometimes you don't get it. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Maybe he's betting the other team and doesn't realize Missouri State's pretty good. But yes, I bet all 3 of those games. I bet them all last night too, Jake. Marist +5 against Peters. Nope, I'm on the other side. Nor'easter story of my month. Well, a little chilly out on the East Coast. Yeah, it's January. It's February, bro. What do you expect? Siena versus Fairfield. I still kind of lean on the Stags a little bit. I still lean on the Stags. Fox bet. It's garbage. I shouldn't say that. They pay me $10,000 a month. I'd say they're awesome. Cleveland State -10 last night versus Wisconsin Milwaukee. Yeah, it was 10. It's 9.5 now. I think that's a little too many. I would maybe take a shot at Milwaukee. I like the one kid on their teams. As it transpired to them getting wins, no. They burnt you last week. I get it. I mean, I'd rather have 10 than 9.5. But if you have to bet it, I mean, I guess you could, but I'm not running to bet that game. Mizzou, yes. Listen, if you want the 2, take the 2. I mean, I got him out of pick 'em, Antoine, Missouri State. So, I know it. I mean, just because you know well doesn't mean you win all the time, Bruce. I mean, that is a thing. And I wish that other guy came back. Because nowadays you're going to see, and again, when I first started doing this last year on the video, not that I started betting last year, just doing with the conference tournament. I said, let me do a little show here for picks and parlays, winning free picks. But people don't understand. Like, you just jump on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, wherever, and you see these people saying all stuff. You lose a little bit. You're going to lose. You're going to win. Grind 60%. Listen, I've had like 58, 60. I had a 63% year one season. It was insane. It was like champagne rain falling down on me. I mean, that's not obtainable. You're going to lose some games. You're not going to win in every sport. I don't even think I count on my hand. I got to go through my notes to see any year I've won in NBA, college hoops, NFL, college football, and baseball, all 5. I don't think I've ever done that because once one's going kind of late. We'll take last year NBA. I think we were 20 and I think 40 for the year in premium stuff I put out, and college hoops on the flip side of that was a huge winning year. I don't know wins to losses, and then NBA playoffs came around. We had a nice playoff run. You just have to, when you're going good in something, stick to what you're good at. If you folks, you're not going to be, what is it? The jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. If you're just good at one sport here, you're not going to survive at sports betting. You're going to get hot in baseball or basketball or football. It's never always winning every day, every sport. What are you talking about, Rick? Let's get out of here with this nonsense. I always, Fernando came in a little late today. I'm all over Wyoming here. I like Wyoming. I want to take the 3. It's up to 3.5. I can't, though, because of they're off 2 big wins. This is kind of like a flat spot for them. They're playing well, yes. I can see Fresno come in here and beating them up. You beat, Colorado State. You beat Boise. 2 big wins at home. Now you hit the road against Fresno, who's they always play kind of tough. I can't bet it. Do you like to bet the night before or day of? I do a lot of night before betting. Everybody does things different, and this is why I come on and try to tell people. NFL, college football, I'm betting a week ahead of time, sometimes 10 days ahead of time. But I'm in a position where my bankroll is different than other people. The line moves too much, or I could go in for a middle. On a site or some picture just chatting, no one's going to go for a middle. You can get a team. I got a game at 4 at night, and all of a sudden something happens at 7 the next day for basketball. You see 2 3-point line moves in college basketball. I got Missouri State at pick them now they're +2. So you can find different middles, But again, I bet the day before. Some days I do game betting. Yeah, a lot of games. If I try to, it is what it is. I'm just trying to win, Ty. Just trying to win. I took all dogs today. Nothing wrong with taking all dogs, Mike. And I think Maryland, I'm going to get – if you're getting 10 in a conference game, I'm going to take a shot with 10. Although, I don't like the head coach. Dave's here. Magic, back-to-back, taking on Megs. Yes, they are back-to-back. I threw out the under here. Now, Dave, we're not going to lay double digits here or close to it, whatever it is, 8, 9, whatever it is with the Celtics. I don't want to lay that. And I did throw out the under. That being said, the Magic have been scoring. I think they've gotten over in 5 straight. But in this spot, I think it's going to be a uglier kind of game for them. But if you want to take the points with them, I'm going to say, why not? Because they have been scoring. So I would lean to the Magic. I'm also taking the under because I don't think it's going to be an over to them. Tanya was waiting for me to pop in. I came over that come in a minute late. I was here. Nevada under. I could see under here because San Diego State, I mentioned earlier, Rob, I think they've given up less than 50 a couple times. In Nevada, I ran off, I think, 3 of their last 2 games. I think they've scored less than 60 in all their games. So will I be shocked here at a 60-45 win? Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, no, and I don't mind people coming in. I'll have a conversation with anybody about stuff, about this, because I don't come in here and say I'm hitting 75% in all sports. NBA, I tell you, take it at what it is, folks. Unless I say I'm betting it, I think the safe thing would be to fade my NBA. I try to find an NBA for you guys. I'm not good at it. I don't, maybe that's not good to say as a guy who sells picks in pro. No, as a pro, you should know what you're good at and what you're not good at. NBA has not been treated good. But the playoffs last year, tomorrow I'll have my playoff numbers. And we had a good playoff run last year. Totally opposite from the regular season. No St. Peter's on DraftKings? Should be 2 o'clock. Check it out. Game 847, 848. Look it up. Akron, Miami, O. I kind of like Miami here at home. Why are they getting 2? Give me the home dog. Now they're 3? Yeesh. Now the 3. I got Miami as a little home fave here. I don't want to lay that kind of. And this is where I'm torn at because I did put the under at, but Orlando has been scoring. They've been putting up some points. So if I'm going to be getting 8, 8.5, 9, whatever it is, I would lean towards the Magic. Baseball's not looking too good. Although they okayed the DH, right? Universal DH. And back to baseball. I hope, please end this stupid 7-inning doubleheader. I mean, are we like men here? What are we doing? Play the game. Play the game. I like that. I wouldn't mind going. If I'm paying my money and go see a doubleheader, I don't care if I'm sitting there for 6 hours. I expect that, right? I mean, like it makes zero sense to me. I'm buying something. I know what the product is. It can go extra innings. It can never end. I understand that. I don't care. I mean, you're a baseball fan. It could happen. You go to an NFL game and it's snowing. It's 4 degrees. What are you complaining about? No, you went there. Stop with that. Don't put a guy on second base. Let him play. Ready for hockey. Celtics go up 20 and not cover. Yeah, we've seen that happen plenty of times. Not just Celtics. We've seen other teams blow things like that. Mini plus the points. Are we talking mini in, obviously, college basketball, right, against Iowa? I do like Minnesota in the points there. I do like Minnesota. Houston, Cincinnati, I think the Cougars win by 10. I should have used the Cougars as a premium play today in the chat play. I like the Cougars a lot. And those of you who've watched since back when we started the what do we do? Like I think in October we did some previews. I told you some teams I like that I'm leaning towards. These are teams I bet on, whether it be college football or baseball or NFL. Things that I feel about teams. And I told you like off the bat with like MAC and football, I couldn't get a winner in MAC football. We did hidden gems, me and Craig Trapp, bro, and he was crushing the MAC, and just didn't work out for me. Yeah. So last pointer is you win, you lose, find out the side you're good at. Newer people, a whole lot of games, whole lot of conferences. Find one, eke out a niche, build it out a little bit. I was looking over the Iowa game. 150. It was 148 last night, so it's gone up 2.5 points. I got this right around the 150 mark. So last night's number a little better, Fernando, but I could still see it going over. And I mean, I think Mini will kind of give him a fight. Mini at home gives a fighting chance. But I'm getting 11, 12 points here. I think it's worth it. All right. Listen, stay away from the playoff game or whatever. What is today? The All-Pro game? I mean, I guess an over. Over for All-Pro games, All-Star games. I understand. Super Bowl's next week. We'll start doing some props tomorrow. All right? The line is 13 now. Yeesh. Cougars, Houston Cougars. Yes, sirree. Yes, it is. Bit of slow start for Providence. JoJo, everybody's been Providence, and the line's come down a full point. Yeah, Hidden Gems was a nice little shot. It's tough to do one for college basketball, though, because we have thought about Hidden Gems and for college hoops. Baseball, we did a little a baseball show sometimes early, during the day. Quick little 5-minute blurb. Me, Craig, and Chelsea, did a little quickie of baseball. But again, like I said yesterday, we got some things going on. Things we switch it up on the channels here. So AFC over, the guy, the one of him who gave me the tip. I don't know. I didn't even look at the rosters. I'm just what is the total today? I got to pull this up before we end the show. 64.5. Where's the game played? Is it still? I mean, I know they moved out of Hawaii. I gave Providence first half plus. Oh, that's a nice one there. What do you think of Wyoming, Fresno State under? I would lean under. Again, Wyoming. Exactly. Wyoming is off 2 big wins. And that's exactly why I liked Wyoming plus the 3.5, Jim. I did. I liked it. I threw it in. I had it written up on the sites as a premium. I was going to use it, but I'm like, you know what? 2 tough games. I'd rather just not play. If I leave a winner out there, it happens. If it loses, I'll be kicking myself. Siena money line, Wyoming money line. I can't. Tyshawn, you just heard me say about Wyoming. Off 2 big wins. You know what? Take the money line, because if they win, it's plus money. If they lose, they're going to lose by 10, and at least you're losing, even money on it. Siena money line versus Fairfield. I'm not saying ever to not take a money line play on a dog, Tyshawn. So go for it. 62.5 is the total. That looks a little low. I'd still say over. It's a Pro Bowl game. Pro Bowl's in Vegas. Go under. These guys are the Spearman Rhino. Pistons plus points versus Minnesota. I don't know. I want nothing to do with the Pistons. I can't. I love my dogs, Anton. I can't tell you to take 12 with Detroit. I mean, they're on a 2-8 run, 2-9. Mavericks under. I can go under the Mavericks with you. Yes, Tanya. We'll go under that total. What else? Last 30 seconds, because we're over our timeline. I got to keep it 30. I told you we got things happening here. We got to be switching things up coming forward this month. All right, we're out of here. I'm out of here, which means you guys have to go. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks for popping in. We'll see everybody on Money Monday.